is the G15 Logitech keyboard, right?
That's right. We gave this product of the year a couple of years ago on another website.
Well, yes, so this is a different version to the one that I've sort of looked at before. It does look kind of snazzy.
Yeah, it's a very sexy gaming keyboard. I'll flip around the right way there. The G15 is designed for gamers. It's not designed for your office work or whatever else. It has every gamers in mind. Up the top here is a LED display. I get that correct. Get that right.
Yeah.
That basically displays information from either your system, or your game, or Ventrilo, your voice chat program, or anything you want. It supports add-in modules to allow information that you need to be displayed on this little screen. Okay,
so it's obviously got drivers and things that must plug in with the software. Yeah.
Now, another feature of this keyboard is not only the display, but also the macro bind keys on the side here. A macro is a series of key commands which you record and then can play back from a single press of a button. So rather than having to press WASD or whatever else you need, or a combination of different moves, or even actual whole commands, which could be whole words, like slash target or whatever else, or slash ready check, for for raids and all, you can bind those commands to one of these keys, and you simply press one of those buttons.
So there's 6 of them?
Well, there's 6 by 6 because you've got M1, M2 and M3 sections. So if, say for instance, you can have one set of commands for M1, another complete set of keys for M2, and another complete set for M3. The previous version of the G15 keyboard had another 18 keys on here, or 16 keys or something like that. They had a whole heap more of macro keys, which I never used. I probably used a maximum of 5 or 6 keys on that keyboard. As far as the macro keys is concerned. The only thing I don't like compared to the old G15 is the way the volume control is done on the side here. So it's a push button up and down volume control, which is digitally displayed there on the screen. Where the previous G15 had a dial, which like a classic, classic volume dial. I personally preferred it, but this works.
What's this other button on this side?
Okay, so gaming, so you can turn off, you hit your gaming button, you switch your gaming switch to disable your window key and things like that. So it puts it into gaming mode. Okay,
so you can't accidentally knock it.
So it take you out of your game and pop up, get the whole window thing pop up. So
it's also got multimedia shortcuts along the top
there.
So
for playing, it also plugs into things like Windows Media Center and Media Player. So all your information of whatever you're playing, the video you're playing, with the time left, and or the song you're playing gets displayed there, and you've got your play buttons and pause buttons and all that type of stuff. It's illuminated as well. It's a nice orange. If you hold up the box here, looks really nice on the desk. Yeah, orange is actually better for backlit lighting, I reckon, than the green. The other one is kind of like a bluey green, and definitely it's a lot nicer to look at. Looks a lot nicer on my desk as well. And this has got built-in USB ports at the back there too. That's right. So plugging your joystick or your USB headphones or mice or whatever else. I personally have my USB microphone plugged into the keyboard. That's one thing, less thing going into the back of the computer there. And also an extra port, so it's just less cables. It's a wired keyboard, not a wireless one. Wired is still the way to go for gaming. Latency you get from wireless products definitely adds to latency in the game, and you want to avoid that as much as possible. So it's not cheap. It's like $90 US, but it is a brilliant product. Now this is not something that I'll accept. This is something I personally purchased for myself, for my own gaming purposes. But if you're looking for something for somebody else as a gift, if somebody doesn't have one of these keyboards, once you use one of these keyboards as a gamer, you never go back. It was hundreds of thousands of
Why did you upgrade from the old version?
But it was a matter of saving space. Not that much design difference. I mean, apart from less keys, but I mean, that's not really an upgrade. So realistically, if you bought it, you would use it for many years. You wouldn't need to upgrade. No, definitely not. The other keyboard, the other G15, which is now 3 years old, it's still perfect. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. But I actually needed that keyboard at work because another really cool feature on it is your CPU and memory utilization on the display there, as far as your system information is concerned. So when you're testing hardware, so I use all the time in testing. And in all honesty, I was unplugging my personal keyboard on my gaming PC and taking it into work all the time to use it for that function. It's a brilliant function for my testing purposes. But also, sometimes a lot of people say, oh, all of a sudden my game's gone slow. What's going on here? You hit a key on the keyboard and you see, hey, hang on a second, my memory's maxed out, or my CPU's going full low. What's going on here? What's running in the background that I don't know about? So you know that's where the problem is. So you can keep an eye on that. And if you're just interested in that type of stuff as well, it's a really handy tool.
Alright, and what's the other product that we've got here? This
is an actual set of USB headphones.
Okay.
So it's headphones and microphone all in one. Now these are not overly expensive set of headphones, but as far as quality is concerned, I played around with them for a while yesterday and tested the microphone quality, playback and music playback and gaming playback and all that type of stuff. Now as far as the headphones are concerned, they're really nice, really comfortable headphones.
And they are from Acoustics.
Acoustics. So I mean, they're a well-known brand. They're not like, as I said, not an overly expensive product, but more and more people these days are being required to communicate with other people online, whether it be for just chatting with
Skype
or whatever else, but also in games. Things like World of Warcraft or a lot of the first-person shoot-'em-up games and all, if you get involved in the group, a lot of them have built-in voice functions. So it allows you to talk to other people in the game. Now the biggest issue I have, especially with onboard sound and all that, people don't know how to set up their microphone properly. And a lot of the Realtek controls on motherboards have a lot of problems with feedback through some of the chat programs. It's the biggest headache we have when playing an online game is people not knowing how to set up this product, or the drivers being crap or whatever else, and they hit the button to talk and you get all this feedback and
or suddenly someone's 10 times louder than everybody else.
And they sound horrid. This set of headphones is not only a standard set of headphones with your standard jacks on it, but it also has a analog to digital converter, USB converter. So you plug your headphones into there and it converts it into a USB headphone set.
Right.
So even if you don't have a sound card in your system, you just plug this product in there and you basically use your USB microphone and audio. You do need to specify that in your control panel if you're setting it up. If you have more than one sound card in there and you want to use the USB function on this, you need to go into your control panel and change it from the analog or your onboard audio to the USB audio. Or you can actually not use the dongle at all and plug it straight into your audio on your motherboard. And depending on the quality of your audio card,
you might want to go for USB anyway.
So what I found, I tested it on just using an integrated high definition chipset audio controller. I personally found the sound quality, comparing the USB to the onboard sound, I really couldn't pick the difference. Sound quality was very similar. Brilliant sound quality, as I said, really nice. I mean, I wouldn't say the best I've ever heard, but for the price range, very, very good.
And these are actually noise cancelling as well, aren't they?
That's right. I mean, I didn't find any function on, it's got the mic on and off. I didn't find any function on the headset itself for the noise cancelling feature, but the sound was really clear. You were talking to me in the background. I couldn't hear a lot of what you're saying, so you got rid of some of that annoying noise in the background.
It's got wife cancelling.
Wife cancelling, nag cancelling. But I tested the microphone out, and probably that was the headset's weak point. Comparing it, but then again, I was comparing it to a microphone which was the same price as this headset.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I use a desktop Logitech USB microphone, which provides really nice, crisp, clear audio when you play back. This was clear, but it was not as crisp and clear as a more expensive desktop, but to be expected. The microphone's a lot smaller. It's a headset thing. If somebody was using this that I was playing with, I wouldn't be annoyed at all. But I wouldn't be recording podcasts with it. Alright, so I wouldn't want to listen to a voice in this for a half an hour. If you talk a lot, if you constantly ramble on, you might not want to go for these. But I mean, if you just want to communicate with people, brilliant brilliant headset. You can get these on Newegg for about $35. Is that right, US? These are gaming products, definitely, no doubt whatsoever. They're gaming products. Again, type of present. If somebody doesn't have a nice headphone set, or
they don't have a nice
or
keyboard.
if the music from World of Warcraft or the other games is driving you nuts in the background for your kids, find a nice headset for Christmas.